But speaking of things that have absolutely nothing to do with COVID, okay? This has nothing to do with COVID, nothing to do with vaccines or any of that crazy conspiracy shit. But from express.co.uk, blood clots. Nothing to do with COVID. Let me be very clear. But blood clots now, heat can cause blood to turn sticky, warns expert. The one thing
warns
to avoid.
Expert. Who's this expert?
Doesn't matter.
I love how they could just throw that in. Warns expert.
Dude, yes. It might as well just have been that. A guy warned us that if it's too hot out, now you can get blood clots from that too.
Well, this makes sense to me because when it's hot out and you like pour a drink of water on the deck, it evaporates quickly. So, you know, or paint dries quickly. So it makes sense that your blood now start to turn sticky.
As it's been known to do over time. Yes. We've heard about this a lot. Like they're saying it like this is the first time it's been warm out. And now people are dying from blood clots, and it's probably because it's warm out. And that's obviously because of climate change. So it's your fault that you're dying.
I love
this
is framed like an expert too. Right. Heat can cause blood to turn sticky, warns expert.
Quote, that sticky.
Sounds like a professional analysis to me.
Right. So Britain is facing unprecedented weather conditions, putting millions at risk of health complications, according to a doctor. Just a doctor. One crucial, like if we're this far into this, even I would think that a name could have been dropped at some point. But hey, a doctor is a doctor, and they must be trusted.
So an expert doctor says that heat can turn your blood sticky.
Yes. One crucial step could prevent the blood from turning sticky and clotting. I know what that one step is, but it's probably too late for a lot of you. The fear of blood clotting looms large in the minds of many. The condition has many known causes, but one of the lesser-known triggers is exposure to extreme heat. According to one expert, there are ways to prevent blood clotting complications in scorching heat. According to the British Medical Journal, exposure to nope, still no name. I don't care about the rest of this. I just want to know if they actually named the guy, and also why this is the picture that they chose to use for blood clots.
I think that is the expert doctor who warns that your blood can become sticky.
He looks like an expert to me.
He looks kind of like the guy in Independence Day. That's, that's kind of like experimenting on the aliens.
Yes.
Kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
So
just put a pair of glasses on him. The no peace guy and get shoved up against the window. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that guy.
The interesting picture choice. Old shirtless man with long hair who seems to be struggling in some way or another. I don't know if he's having sex.
Yeah, but dude, he's got is that a big ball of COVID or a red blood cell behind him?
Right. I mean, there's some sciencey looking blood type thing behind him, so it must be. This is an actual photo of a blood clot, I believe.
It's definitely sneaking up on him while he's unaware, so it's bad.
It looks like they do not even mention the expert's name in this article.
I love how they were like one doctor too, not a doctor, but one doctor said this. Like, oh, okay.
Yep. Quote, heat can also cause severe dehydration and acute cerebrovascular accidents, and it can contribute to thrombogenesis, adds the BMJ.
Thrombogenesis.
Yep. Adds the BMJ.
That sounds pretty bad.
It's a direct quote from somebody, but just know that this organization, they all agree, we don't need to get into the weeds on this as to who said it or what their background is or what their credentials are. Just know that somebody from somewhere said something and you should be scared. And also, signs of dehydration, in case you were too stupid to know, include feeling dizzy and lightheaded, feeling tired, and having a dry mouth, lips, and eyes. So, in case you didn't know, dehydration could include such symptoms as being thirsty. So that has something to do with this, I'm pretty sure.
Also, you got to add, you're going to feel your blood start to get sticky on top of all of those symptoms.
Sticky blood.
That's according to one doctor who we didn't name, who is a doctor expert, who says your blood can get sticky in the heat.
That's right. But we might have a solution.
I don't know about you. I am completely sold. So this falls under the same blanket of just not really trying that hard.
So, not giving two shits. Just say whatever. I mean, I feel like my show is pretty fucking lazy here. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
putting way more into it than whoever this journalist is and their expert.
It makes me realize that I've chosen the wrong side, because our side, like, even if you do concise, like
Yep.
perfect journalism, you get like zero press.
Yep.
Where you could work for the New York Times or whoever the fuck that most recent publisher was and just say one dude said this once, and
Yep.
everyone would be like, "Oh, here's some money." So
You
I
know
don't know.
where we
I
went
chose
wrong?
poorly.
We went wrong in not calling ourselves experts. So we can't be trusted because we don't lie about our expertise. But
That's
if
a good
you're
point. I'm going to start to myself next time. So I fucked up about an hour ago when you asked me to introduce myself. I meant to say I am an expert on foreign policy, an expert
nice,
on some conspiracy theories, an expert on the workforce, and an expert on, I forget what the other thing I said was, but I'm definitely an expert at it.
that's what it was.
Whoa. I am an expert on those.
Allegedly.
I am.
Anyway.
I went to an event where a Nazi fag was speaking. So
Nice. You're talking about
Nick Fuentes.
you're not supposed to say it. You can't say that name
Oh,
in public.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Anyway, if you are feeling dehydrated yourself, and you're not sure what to do about it, don't worry. The government's got you covered there too. They've got it all covered. They know the solution to all life's problems. It's not just sticky blood; it leads to dry mouth. And if you have that issue and you're living in New York City, here's this.
Hey, tap into good health. I never head out without my New York City tap water. Hot outside. I urge every New Yorker to drink up. Tap water is the best.
That face.
That sounds...
that is the face of somebody who just drank the best right there. That is the best face.
Yeah, I'm going to say New York City tap water. That sounds like a death recipe if I've ever heard one. Got to be honest.
Why is the government making ads for drinking tap water?
I don't know.
Like the only two options here are they think you're too stupid to drink water when you're thirsty, or there's something in that fucking water that they really want you to drink.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, whatever the reason, they have just made me want to buy bottled water now instead of drinking the tap water.
Yeah, yeah. You also know, like, there's people breaking this whole thing down. This was mine. I said that face when it's the best. Just a zoom in of him cringing. And, like, there's people breaking it down to... like, this was posted on his own account. It goes back to the Biden thing where it's like, it can't be fake because he posts... Yes, that's why it's horrifying. But,
yeah.
Like, such bad video editing. There's so many things I could say about this. It's like you went from this angle to the same angle slightly in a different position there, and you just backed up like 2 steps, and you're like, all right, we'll just cut to the next room and have you walk in like a natural, normal person. After you filled your cup allegedly with water, which is never pictured in this video of you actually filling your cup with tap water, and your cup isn't even clear to see that there's water in it.
He was totally just letting that water into the sink and then drank the vodka or whatever is in his water bottle. For sure. No doubt.
They've got like some urban music behind it to be like, yeah, guys, when I think hip, I think tap water. Like,
yeah,
it's just
by the way,
amazing.
I hate to side trail here, but the DeSantis deal where he's talking about fentanyl, the music choice over that ad was incredible. Didn't you think? It was.
I did. Anybody, like, I think it would have fit better with like a climate change video personally, because it was really sad. Yeah, for those that don't know, they used the same. That was actually how I found out about that clip. Was somebody tagged me in it, and they were like, hey, is this music sound familiar? Which, yeah, I mean, it's not like I made the song and they ripped it from me. It's like licensed music, so it's whatever. But
sure,
it is pretty funny that it happened that close, because that was the last Jeremy Kaufman video we released too. That one? So maybe, who knows? I'm convinced that the PsyOps division of the U.S. military is jacking my style.
Watch this show.
Yeah. They jacked my style.
Well, you said earlier that you like Hector Roos because he watches your show, and you're not sure that DeSantis does. I think we can say now that he does watch your show.
There you go. Yes.
Saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rethink that Hector endorsement now.
I might. Yes. Yes. Debunked. Dave Casey says, "Holy shit." Yeah, that's about the fairest assessment of this video that I can come up with.
Yeah, just in general.
Just like I don't
Wait,
like.
you mean like this video or this video?
I think he's referring to the tap water video.
Okay, yeah.
Which I mean, as somebody
Really
who makes videos, and Reed, you've had some involvement in some campaign ads as of late. Jeremy Kaufman ones in particular. I'm not sure if you're willing to associate with such heathenistic
I'll sign
people.
on. I tend to veer away from associating myself with controversial people, but
Yeah,
for Jeremy,
naturally.
I'll make an exception.
Right. But as some we have a very small operation for Jeremy's campaign. It's really just a signal chat between about 4 dudes. And this is Mayor Adams.
Yeah.
He has a committee of people that get together for every Twitter decision that is made. And a committee of, I'm guessing, very, very, very fucking white people sat down and said, you know what would look really dope? Let's get you pushing tap water on urban kids. It's like, what is going on here? Do you think that there's, I mean, legitimately, joke conspiracy theory aside, the joke, like, come up with an alternative for why this happened other than something is in the water that they want you to drink. Skeptic? You got a skeptic take on this?
No, I mean, I tend to agree that, basically the government, if they want people to do something, they should just stop advising them to do it now. Because even if you don't have any ulterior motives, that is just our automatic guess at this point. So, you should have been telling us that Russia is definitely not going to invade Ukraine, and then we all would have been like, wait, is Russia about to invade Ukraine? We would have been much more interested in what you had to say.
Definitely do not drink the tap water, because there's stuff in it. Like, oh, that tap water sounds delicious. I'll make questionable decisions.